Imagine discovering a plot hole so massive, it collapses curse of the 49er entire universe. Let's dissect the scene that broke the internet. The film starts in an empty town near California, where an archaeologist arrives in search of gold. After years of searching, his dream of finding gold has come true. However, he is unaware that this gold belonged to an evil miner named Jeremiah Stone, who was buried with his treasure. As soon as the archaeologist touches the gold, the Earth's particles begin to swirl in the air, forming a body around Jeremiah Stone's skeleton. Magically, he comes back to life. Without giving the archaeologist a chance to react, Jeremiah Stone stabs him with his axe, killing him instantly. He then collects the archaeologist's blood in a pot. The scene shifts to Birdie, the archaeologist's sister. Their mother is worried because the archaeologist has not come home for a long time. Birdie reassures her, saying that he often wanders in search of gold and must be somewhere nearby. Just as their conversation ends, Birdie receives a letter from her brother. Inside, she finds a map and a piece of gold, confirming that he has indeed discovered treasure. Deciding not to go alone, she gathers her entire group, and they set off separately toward the town near California. During the journey, Birdie's friend Axel stops at a house to ask for directions. An old man there becomes visibly terrified upon hearing the town's name and warns Axel not to go. He tells him that the ghost of Jeremiah Stone will not spare anyone. He explains that Jeremiah was so evil that even hell refused to take him, and his soul continues to roam the world. He was buried in his mine, and it is rumored that he was a cannibal who even killed his own wife and child. The old man then shows Axel an old wanted poster of Jeremiah Stone, revealing that his own grandfather had tried but failed to capture the ruthless miner, losing his hands in the process. Axel offers the old man $40 for the poster, thinking he has struck a great deal. However, unbeknownst to him, the old man has a stash of similar posters inside his house and often tells these terrifying stories to tourists for money, despite not believing in them himself. But this time, his greed costs him dearly. That night, Jeremiah Stone returns and kills the old man, throwing his axe in his back, splattering blood everywhere. Meanwhile, Birdie and her group have reached the town. While there, Axel realizes he has lost his watch, a gift from his fiance's mother. As he searches for it, a local girl named Eve finds it and hands it to him. They engage in a brief conversation, during which she mentions living nearby with her aunt. Suddenly, they hear Axel's fiancée screaming from inside a salon. Startled, they rush over, only to find that she is frightened by the pigeons in the abandoned building. Her scream carries through the empty town, drawing the attention of the sheriff. The sheriff, noticing Eve, questions her about her aunt before turning to Birdie's group and asking why they have come. Birdie is about to tell the truth when her friend stops her, lying that they are there for camping. The sheriff warns them that the road ahead is in poor condition and advises them to stay away from the mine. However, this is exactly where they intend to go that Axel's fiancée, who now has the piece of gold, decides to flee. She argues with Axel and drives away, but before she gets far, Jeremiah Stone appears in front of her. He crashes her car, pulls her out, and gruesomely beheads her before reclaiming his gold. Unaware of her fate, the rest of the group reaches Jeremiah Stone's mine, the very place where Birdie's brother had been killed. They find his bag, which contains half of a map, further guiding them toward the treasure. Upon hearing about the treasure, Eve panics, warning them that they will all be killed. She flees home to tell her aunt, who tells her that those who seek the treasure will face their fate. However, Eve cannot bear to let them die and decides to return to warn them. As she leaves, her aunt calls the sheriff, alerting him that Eve's life is in danger. Later that night, the group sets up camp. While Axel wanders off, the sheriff confronts him, searching for Eve. Realizing she is not with them, the sheriff leaves. During their conversation, it is revealed that one of the group members has a gun, intending to use it to protect a share of the treasure. His greed is so intense that he is willing to kill his own friends to increase his share. As they discuss this, a shadow looms in the distance, Jeremiah Stone. He throws his axe, terrifying everyone. The group scatters in fear, except for the man with the gun, who foolishly believes he can kill Jeremiah Stone. He fires at him, but the bullets have no effect. Realizing his mistake, he attempts to flee, but another girl has already taken a car. Before she can drive away, Jeremiah throws his axe, shattering the windshield and killing her instantly. The remaining survivors run toward another vehicle, only to find that the man with the gun has already taken it and is attempting to escape alone. However, Jeremiah grabs the steering wheel from outside the car, causing it to crash and explode, killing the man in the blast. Now, only 3 members of the group remain, completely terrified. They encounter Eve's aunt, who shelters them in her home and tells them the true story of Jeremiah Stone. In 1851, he stole gold from others. When confronted, he kidnapped a girl and mercilessly executed her in front of a crowd. Enraged, the townspeople shot him multiple times, but he survived because he had sold his soul to the devil. Before disappearing into his mine, he cursed that anyone who stole his gold would awaken him. Since then, every time someone touches his treasure, he returns to kill and then vanishes again. The group asks if there is any way to end the curse. The aunt tells them they must return every last piece of gold, or the curse will persist. Alternatively, they can lure Jeremiah Stone into the mine and destroy it with dynamite. Before they can act, Jeremiah arrives and kills the aunt, setting her ablaze with a broken lantern. He then attacks one of the group members, but another friend manages to sever his hand with an axe. They grab the dynamite and flee. They decide to place all of Jeremiah Stone's gold back in the mine and then detonate it. While 2 members plant the explosives inside, Birdie waits outside to trigger the blast. Jeremiah enters, attacking the 2 inside. Just as he is about to kill them, Birdie shoots him with a flare gun, temporarily halting him. She rushes to escape with her companions, but Axel stays behind to ensure Jeremiah's destruction. As Birdie and the others flee, Axel detonates the explosives, killing both himself and Jeremiah Stone in a massive explosion. By morning, Birdie and her surviving companion are still alive. They realize they still have some treasure. Realizing the danger, they quickly discard it. As they do, the sheriff arrives and offers them a ride. Unaware of the previous night's horrors, he begins investigating the wreckage. As he picks up the discarded treasure bag, the ground suddenly splits open. Jeremiah Stone emerges once more, ready to spread destruction. The film ends on this chilling note, leaving the audience in suspense. Agree? Disagree? Let's start a comment civil war. And if you're obsessed with hidden movie secrets, smash that bell. Our next video might ruin your childhood. Thanks for watching.